Good morning and welcome to a pre-market video for 9th June 2022. Now, while looking at how the market is performing, we see that yesterday the indexes had a bounce of 16,330 as I told my clients, after which I had in fact, once we reached 16,330 in intraday, I had sent a message to them that we have reached the 16,330 zone and it's given a decent bounce. Now, basically, to ride the upswing will now fully depend on the 200 moving average placement and the quant level placement, and that is exactly what happened. As it rose up to the 16,450 to 16,600 resistance range, where it got shot down and it came back down. So it was in fact a very easy trading session for anyone to catch, provided they had the right guidance. Now, when we come to today's trading session, we can see the SGX Nifty is flat. So basically, it's actually not flat. I don't know why it's looking flat, but it technically should be a gap down when I look at the actual value of SGX Nifty. So now that's going to be a very big test for the Banknifty, especially. The Banknifty is hanging on by a thread, and there is only basically a certain support level which is holding it up. If that cracks, then it opens the floor for both the indexes. However, as long as Banknifty holds the current support range, I would advise anyone to go short or long, because within this range you're just going to get hammered, and you need a clear move on either side for us to be able to make a decent amount of capital. Also, anyone who is trading today should completely avoid this week's options, as basically, yes, they might look very cheap, but there's not much you're going to make. Even let's say we get a move of even let's say 500-700 points in Banknifty. That move you would make much more if you right now bought next week's options than this week's. That is just how the option market is right now, so I would advise that. Now let's come to the quant levels. The quant levels are pretty much unchanged from yesterday. As for Nifty, first is 16,450, and then 16,520, 16,660 and 16,720. I will also basically add back, one second, sorry, I will add back the 16,450 and the support from 16,325, which we most likely will open below when I'm looking at the SGX Nifty value. So this 16,250 is going to be the support we're going to be utilizing, and 16,170 and 16,030 are the important supports. On the resistance run, 16,450 and 16,520. Now, for Banknifty, 35,560 to 35,900 is going to be an important hurdle. Afterwards, 36,140 to 36,200 and 36,440. Now, on the support front, 34,770, which, when we look at the whole picture, yes, that's an important support. And then 34,520, which is an important support too, and 34,300 and 33,980. So now, today's trading, basically, I would just say avoid this week's options, focus more on next week's options. And usually on Thursday you should avoid this week's options, but now this week is completely adamant that it's better to avoid them. And when looking at the levels, I said basically the indexes are at a crossroad in which they can go in both directions, and I've obviously given a more detailed guidance on WhatsApp to the guys who are subscribed for the service. Thank you for watching, and do like the video and subscribe to the channel.